What is up, YouTubes? I was the Water here, bringing you a battle on Wifi-Battle tonight. I say tonight because it's like almost midnight, and I felt like recording because I couldn't sleep, and yeah, let's get to the team preview. Threats. Really, his whole team is pretty damn threatening. I mean, if we're gonna go in order from like biggest to least threat, first off, we're gonna start with Gallade, because sub-bulk up Gallade completely destroys me. I mean, it destroys anybody, but I just had bad experiences with it. Next you have Samurott, which isn't necessarily a huge threat in RU, but as far as I know in NU, if that thing is Specs, then I'm in trouble. If that thing is Swords Dance, then I'm in trouble. So while people may look down at it on RU, I really don't know why they would, I see it as a really big threat. Next we've got Rotom, which you don't know what it is. I mean, it's a Rotom-M, which means it's got some good type resistances and some decent attack coverage. And what makes Rotoms so dangerous is that you don't know what set they're running. They could be offensive, they could be defensive, they could be sub-Pain Split, they could have Destiny Bond. I think they can have Destiny Bond. So you just don't know. And finally, the last thing that really sticks out on his team as far as threats go is Clefable. If I let that thing get up 2 Cosmic Powers, I mean, even 1 is dangerous, but if I let it get up 2, I'm pretty much done for. I mean, I've got no phasing on this team, I can't do anything to it. But enough with that, let's get to it. So this is my final stock battle against Raymon. He's going to start off with his Samurott, as I'm going to start off with my Buzzard. And I'm just going to go straight for the Stealth Rocks. So good to know I'm faster, which means he's not Scarfed. He's going to go for Ice Beam, which shows me now, after I get down to my Sash, that he is the Life Orb set, which means this is fantastic. Since I outspeed, and he's the special set, I can expect no Aqua Jet, I can go for the Endeavor, and when he knocks out my Archeops, I can, you guys get what I mean. He's gonna knock himself out thanks to the Life Orb recoil. So now I'm gonna go out in my Herald as he goes into his LG, 4G LTE, and at least I think that's what it is. And he's gonna go for the Trick and trick me a Choice Scarf, as I go for the Trick Room, and since I know he's either going to Leaf Storm or Volt Switch, I feel safe going into my Bowser Jr., my Druddigon. Now, this was a little bit of a risk because he could have just as easily gone for the Will-O-Wisp, and that would have completely screwed him over, and I'd have to go back into my own Uzi and Heal Bell. But he sends out his this time, as I'm going to go for a Crunch. Now, this is going to do a lot more than just half damage, as he's going to get off some Stealth Rocks, so I guess that was more important to get off the Stealth Rocks than to preserve his Uzi. But he sees that I have the Armaldo. He should know this set by now, so I don't know why he didn't switch. But yeah, he brings out his Clefable, and seeing as the Trick Room is going to end soon, and I know he's pretty much just going to protect until it stalls out, I figure I can get a free switch into Shrimp. So he's going to go for Toxic, as I'm going to go for a Rapid Spin to get rid of the rocks, and now I'm a little concerned because I think that it may be the support set since I see Protect, but it could still be the Cosmic Power set. So he goes for Protect just to scout out what I was going to do as I make a switch into Herald, and I'm just going to go for another Trick Room as I'm sorry, not Trick Room, Heal Bell. Ugh, what am I saying? Yeah. So I get rid of the poisoning on Shrimp. He goes for the Pursuit, which is going to hit me super hard, but I'm going to be able to switch out into my Tech Yo-Yo, my Kling Clang, there we go. And he's going to hit me hard with a low kick. But you know what? It's not too bad. I've got some good physical bulk, so I take the hit moderately well. I go for a Trick Room, and I figure, you know what? I might as well knock it out while I'm in here. So I just decide, hey, let's go for the Gear Grind. But he makes the good play and switches into his LG, his Rotom-M. Yeah, Rotom-M. And you know, 4x resisted. That ain't gonna do jack. But I'm gonna go ahead and decide to Volt Switch out of here. I mean, I know that won't do jack either, but I want to keep the offensive momentum. So I go into my Bowser Jr. again, as he goes for Leaf Storm. I take the hit really well, and I'm going to be able to Revenge Kill it. Well, not Revenge Kill it, I mean, nothing died yet. I mean, Uxie came really close, but it was able to tank that Pursuit. Anyway, I'm going to go for the Fire Punch, knock him out, and he's going to go into his Gallade. Now here I am not making any kind of mistakes. You got Bulk Up, I'm going for Outrage. Boom! One shot. Gone. And you know what? I'm not even sorry. It was completely and totally worth it. He's gonna die because of the Sneasel now, but again, completely and totally worth it. Not gonna let Gallade set up. So down goes my Druddigon to an Ice Punch, as I'm gonna go into my Herald, and you know what? Since I got the Choice Scarf, I'm going to rub it in his face a little bit that he switched or tricked it to me. I'm going to go for the U-turn and knock out his Sneasel with my Uxie. That's right. So now I'm going to go into my Noodles, considering it's pretty much the best thing I have to switch at this point. As he goes into Clefable and goes for the Fire Blast. Holy crap, this is definitely not the Cosmic Power set. And go for the Sleep Powder. I'm going to go for the Focus Blast while it's still asleep. And you know what? Not trusting my luck, I'm going to pull back, go into my Herald again. As, you know, I kind of want to get the Trick Room off, but he's going to go for a Wish, and, you know, any damage I would have gotten off before, it just wouldn't have mattered. So, my Trick Room is now up. I go into my Shrimp Marmaldo as he goes for another Fire Blast. It's going to do a lot of damage, not quite as much as I thought it would, but, you know, still a hefty chunk. I'm able to go for the X-Scissor, get him down to a really, really low amount, as he goes for another Fire Blast and knocks me out. Getting really lucky with these Fire Blasts. I mean, I usually don't hit so many in a row. So, I'm going to pull back, go into my Noodles, my Tangrowth, and go for the Leaf Storm as he just protects. So, going to go for another Leaf Storm, knock him out, and I believe that is going to be the end of the battle. So, GG, Raymon. And that's it for this video. Let's get to the talk of the day. Today's talk of the day, I got a friend with me. This is Cody, otherwise known as Hydreigon Master 65.
Yo, what's up, everybody?
So, I was having a lot of internet issues for the past week. Some of you guys may have noticed it from Skype. But thanks to him, I was able to get a couple videos up anyway. So, yeah, I just wanted to give him a thank you.
I'm awesome.
Yeah, you guys can go ahead and check out...
awesome.
You can go ahead and check out his channel. I'll leave a link in the description. And, yeah, thanks, Cody.
No problem, man. Anytime.
Alright, so that's it for this video. Hope you guys all enjoyed it, and I will see you guys next time.
I love you all.
You just met them.
So?
Like that video? Why don't you hit the like button or maybe subscribe to my channel? Or better yet, check out the artists who make this all possible.